Wow, it's great to see everyone again and so soon. Am I right? Yeah, I realized if I don't get this vacation video series out of the way soon, I'm gonna start my internship. By the way, I got an internship, yay. Then go on vacation again, and then I'll have another crazy set of videos to make probably, and I'll just be in video limbo for like another year if I don't get this done in like the next month. So we're back! This time we finally made it to Taiwan, and I am so excited because that means, well, for one thing, these videos are gonna be over soon. There will be one more after this, but also I just had an awesome time in Taiwan. I would say more so than I did in Japan. Unfortunately, I also got way less clips in Taiwan, so we're just gonna work with what we got. Boom. Okay, first matter of business, we flip our hats around. Our hats are double-sided. On one side, it says, "I'm sorry for being a foreigner" in Japanese. That was for the Japan leg of the trip. And on the other, it says, 对不起，我是 ABC, which means I'm sorry, I'm an ABC. For those of you who don't know what ABC means, it means American-born Chinese, just to refer to Chinese Americans like myself. I'm not gonna start the hat compliment counter until we get a compliment, so just keep in mind that we got these hats on like the entire time. First stop after settling our stuff down at Austin's family home is going out for food. We went to this nearby Paigu place that his family apparently always goes to. We had a little bit of an awkward moment trying to figure out what to order because me and Austin are really just not that literate in Chinese at all. And the lady up front was not being helpful either. She was just like staring at us. But we figured it out and the food was a hit. After dinner, of course we're in Taiwan, we gotta go get boba, so we just went to some random shop that we found nearby. And then returned to the house to enjoy a chill evening. The next morning, Austin took me to this cafe called Dreamers Coffee Roasters. After all the coffee I've been having on this trip, I would say this place is like fine/good. I do keep an impression of all the coffee drinks I've had, but for this one I'm just kind of not remembering it that well, so after coffee we went to hit up an actual banger. This is dropping, which literally means like grab pancake. This is a flaky kind of bread that you can pull apart, but it's great because it's crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside. This particular spot is super well known and a hot tourist spot, and usually there's a super long line, but it was a rainy day. Even so, you can still see a bunch of people chowing down on their pancakes under awnings. In Japan, even though we did improvise a lot of our activities, it still felt really busy. I was tired every single day from walking so much. And since Taiwan is mostly known as like a foodie destination, I was so ready to just eat, see Austin's family, and then sit around in our free time. So we went back, stopped by a quick convenience store, grabbed some tea eggs, and hung out until lunch. For lunch is another famous hotspot. It's this place called Yongkang Beef Noodle, and they serve this red braised style of beef noodle soup that I absolutely love. I was so excited because at home in the Bay Area, there's no place that does this kind of broth right ever since A&J left. From what I understand, there is usually a huge line for this place, but it was a rainy day and we did arrive a little bit early, so we didn't have to wait that long. And wow, the broth looks so amazing. It looks so deep, so oily, like I like it. The tendon looks so soft and succulent. I'm a tendon lover. And it was good. But I think A&J is better. Because I think it could have done with a little bit more saltiness. But I was still very happy. Austin is my tour guide for this leg of the trip, and we are walking and taking the metro everywhere. I've said this in one of my previous videos, but I'm really thankful to experience the transportation systems in these other countries and just really live in the system and being allowed the autonomy to discover this place on our own terms without needing to call a taxi every time or like drive our own car and like have to navigate crazy roads that we're unfamiliar with. And right now we're riding the metro to do some adventuring. In Taiwan, there are these things called creative parks. In these creative parks, there are a bunch of small vendors, shop fronts, and it's basically like just this hub of businesses. We're at this one called Huashan, which I believe is pretty well known. And even if you're not looking to buy anything, it's really cool just walking around and seeing all the specialty items, all the one-of-a-kind items, all the handmade items that people are selling here. By the way, I know most of you probably can't read the Chinese characters I'm using for the locations now. This is a style departure from what I did with the Japan videos, but I just decided to do it because I think it looks cool. These miniatures being featured are from some specialty miniature shop, and trust me, I wanted to get one so bad, but like I said, I'm trying to cut down on buying useless things. For an afternoon snack, we decided to stop by this place called Chunshui Tang, which is famously known to be the parent company of TPT. They sell the exact same milk tea. I knew that, and I was ready. Something that's different about this parent company is that they actually sell food, like meals. But we were only there for a snack, so we ordered the milk tea and also these little like egg waffles, and they were so cool because they were shaped in little tea themed shapes. Like we got a boba, we got a teapot, 8 gaiwan, and like I guess like a storefront. By the way, the milk tea was so huge. It's like American portion. I don't understand why we don't have this size in America. Okay, we have a stark cut into our activities in the evening. Like I said earlier, all the time in between is just us going back to the house and relaxing. First, Austin takes me to Ximending, which is this famous touristy district that has a bunch of shops and street food. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy hanging out here. There's just way too many people. The shops are all kind of like not cool shops. For dinner, we went to the Ningxia night market. Unfortunately, when we showed up, it seemed that half of the road that it's usually on was closed off for construction, and so there was really only half of the night market to go through. To be honest, and maybe this is because I'm old, or maybe it's because I'm not confident in my Chinese cultural language skills, but I don't think I'm the biggest fan of night markets. I think it's too crowded. I'm forced to speak with vendors because Austin's baby boy And like in the chaos of vendors taking multiple orders, I don't know what's going on. Some guy stole my G-Pie. And at the end of the night, we stopped by a family mart, grabbed a treat, and just hung out for the rest of the night. By the way, in Japan, every single day I was walking over 20,000 steps, and so I thought it was finally time to relax in Taiwan, but this day we also walked over 20,000 steps. Alright, day 3. Austin's family is from Taiwan, so obviously we gotta go visit some family. From here on out, whenever we're seeing or hanging out with Austin's family, I don't really get too much video footage just because I kind of feel like it's random and kind of weird to be like pulling out my camera and everything. Especially when I feel like I should be focusing on talking and bonding with them, so this is where video footage kind of starts to sparse out. I don't have any video clips from this morning, but we did go back to the pancake place. We tried out a new combination of stuff. I got basil in mine this time, it's pretty good. Then we walked to this nearby coffee place. I think it was called Out of Office. It was really Western styled, I'd say, and had a bit of a upscale kind of vibe. But yeah, this day we made plans to see Austin's maternal grandmother, and we met up with her and her caretaker at the Din Tai Fung in 101. Austin's uncle also came through partway through our lunch just to hang out and say hi, and he also brought us pineapple cakes. After lunch, we took a walk around the shopping center. While walking around the 101 shopping center, I stopped by to order a boba. Something funny about this is that, you know, the workers are rapidly putting out drink orders, and I just assumed that one of the drinks was mine right after I ordered it, because they're just like fast with it, right? And I walked away with it, started drinking it, and realized that this was not my order, actually. So I just like stole someone's drink, and I'm so sorry. We keep walking and eventually make our way over to his grandma's place. We hung out and chat for a while until we decided it was time to let her take a break from hanging out with us. And as for us, we decided since we were so close to 101 already, we might as well go check out the observatory. On the observation floor, there's like a bunch of mini little play areas that are decorated with 101's mascot. And by the way, the mascot is a cute little representation of 101's damper ball, which is a counterweight for the building in case of like earthquakes and stuff like that. I believe 101's damper ball is the only one that is just openly accessible to people, which makes it another popular spot for tourists. Another quick fit check, like why am I standing like that? But anyway, I've been following the same formula: t-shirt tucked into big pants. This shirt I'm wearing I bought at the Creative Park the other day, and this has actually become one of my favorite shirts of all time. On it, it just features some like crudely drawn art of ambiguously shaped animals, and it says friends in Japanese on it. "101 also has another floor where you're just in the open air, obviously with protective railings and such, but we went up there and I got these awesome shots of like the sun ray coming through, and I love seeing the city recede into the mountains where it is luscious and green. I mean, you know, in like California, all our mountains are brown. So It's nice. And I don't know what came over us, I guess just because we were in the area. We also, after visiting the observatory, decided to go to Xiangshan, which is this also a famous kind of like mini hike slash trail that gives you a great view of 101. I'm not gonna lie, the climb was pretty tiring. It's only maybe, I would guess, like 15 to 20 minutes, but you are climbing stairs the entire time. But it is so worth it. You don't even have to climb the whole thing. You can just get to kind of like the big first checkpoint and you will have an amazing view. Here, I try to do a cute little time lapse, but honestly, the longer I stood there, the more I felt like I was wasting time and space, and my arm was getting tired. And on our way back down, here's one more look from a little window of trees. Yet again, another day that I thought would be chill, and we ended up doing like a hike. And we just ate at this food court in 101 since we were, again, in that area the whole day. Thanks for watching. That was our first 2 to 3 days in Taiwan. So far, no hat compliments. And you know what? I'm really excited because the next video will be the last video of this vacation. Anyway, catch y'all next time.